Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at 8G. My name is Nisha. This is another episode of On the Fly. Y'all, I ain't prepared, but we are taking this on the fly at the moment. Countdown clock will be up on the screen, so I'll be meeting with you guys in about 15 minutes. Let me tell you how to find us and how to join the live show. So what you're going to be doing is heading over to girlatflow.com. And once you get to the website, you'll see a button where you can join the live show. You don't have to show your face. You can just simply text. You can share your voice, your perspective, your laughter, your comments, ask questions, all of that. I am truly opening this space up for both my business and my personal fans, followers, whatever you want to call yourself. But definitely, if you are booked on a trip with Roll Stuff, this is a whole new experience where we're able to really connect with each other before the booking. We did that ever since we opened, but doing it in this way is totally different. I'm so excited to come on here and meet all of you, to talk to you, to share perspectives, to see where you're at in the world, where you've been, that sort of thing. So, 14 minutes on the countdown. I will be checking to see if anybody has upgraded to that cockpit experience. But if not, that's okay. We'll keep the show moving with some memory lane and some different stuff that if you catch this on your feed, you can tune into for a sec. But other than that, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. Welcome in. Call it KG. The music, yours truly, by me. Understand this stuff might not be done, but it can stay undone while I'm under the sun. Toasting to the small stuff and yelling to the top of my lungs. Thing I'm wondering is what now? The world at my feet and chasing horizons that make your soul speak. So you can't possibly imagine the depths of the mental release. Maybe all the fly is what you see, but the country holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them calling, boarding, calling gate. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation is what I call work. So your baby, oh, you wouldn't understand. But I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I Welcome in, welcome in. This is Boarding Call at Gate G. My name is Nisha. I'm gonna run downstairs to the Taubin and get me some coffee. I'm here in Thailand. It's almost 11. No, it's 10:30 ish my way in the morning. So I know it's nighttime there, but in case we got some people that's up late night, want to talk, want to catch up, ask some questions, conversate, get some questions answered about your booking or whatever, I'm here for it. But first, I got to grab coffee. So I'm going to tune myself out 11 minutes on that countdown clock. So y'all make sure if you want to be a part of the show, go to girlletsgo.com and hit that live button so you can upgrade to the cockpit experience. That's all I got for now. See you in 11 minutes. Possibilities that are at your feet. What if you set yourself free? I've had to live a little to learn how to let go. It ain't like I ain't ever done that before. I had to show up with grace and plaster a smile across my face. When I was scared and I was dying inside, being strong was a matter of whether or not the lights was gonna stay on. I've had it all, I lived a life I do twice and toast my glass to everything nice. But sweetie, we only got one life to live, so I'm doing a testing with myself for the replay just so I can check the mobile version whenever I want to do a live Windows C segment with y'all from my phone. So I realize I'm talking through the music and all of that, but this is more for me when I go back and check the replay to make sure if I had sound and audio and if everything was good. I'm getting ready to get in an elevator, and so I know my internet is going to cut off. So I also want to see how that experience is going to work for people that join as well. So
Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry-on, I ain't back and small. Window seat, heart racing, watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever needed finally got made. From Atlanta to Accra, I can feel it in me. Bangkok to Barbados, hope it's waiting there. Tokyo lights, Kingston lights, Rio calling me. Every mile reminds me who I'm meant to be. No map knows where my heart will end. I just trust these open hands. Every runway leads to something. Every takeoff sets me free. Lands me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere where tomorrow already knows my name. Somewhere where every sky don't look the same. Passport full, but my soul still got room. Every destination allows me to bloom. There is whispers, girl, I believe. Cape Town says don't ever leave your dream. Every dream deserves some way. Girl, let's go see everything. Going on a trip with girl, let's go. We about to sign up just so you know. You can bring your man, we can all attend and no judgment zone. We can all be friends. And first thing first, leave your drum at home because we came to have fun, leave the problems alone. We big dog stacks, no pups in here. Everybody raise your glass, let's toast and cheers. From the island to LA, we rocking the place from Florida to Colorado. We doing our thing. I got my mind made up, makeup on feet. And no matter where I travel, go girls with me. And when you ready to book, you can hit up Misha, boss lady with the plan. She'll be happy to meet you. Let me call up my girl Misha right quick, so she can pre-qualify y'all for these trips. Hello? Yes, this is Misha. Girl, let's go. Yeah, I hear you. Let me just pre-qualify real quick. You got drama at home? Girl, let's go. Worried about your student loan. Girl, let's go. You don't know who can go? Girl, let's go. Need a trip on the go. Girl, let's go. You been beefing with your dude? Girl, let's go. I need a trip just for you. Girl, let's go. You got family or kids? Girl, let's go. You need a trip with your friends? Girl, let's go. A romantic getaway? Girl, let's go. We book trips all day. Hey, girl, let's go. Listen, I told you, you was overthinking that stuff, girl. Get your passport, grab your bag, and it's time to. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, when you're ready to bust, head over to girlletsgo.com. We have agents that are standing by and ready to put you on your next destination. In the meantime and in between time, you can follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Girl Let's Go Travel. My name is Misha, the CEO of Girl Let's Go Travel and Entertainment Company. And I'm Star Status. And we look forward to seeing you somewhere on a beautiful world. Purchase your tracks today. Jumped up at the bed. Me and my girls, ready, girl, let's go. This is another classic episode. Just a different little show. Girl, let's go. Got my bosses with me, and it's time to ride. I got my ticket, baby. It's time to fly. If you've been working real hard, here's a hand clap. Bartender, send another round to my A-list. We start studying. We're feeling lovely, all aboard, here we come, Cancun, honey. We're sipping lemonade, we got our stunner shades, and you can't tell us nothing cause we live in lavish space. Taking foreign trips, me and my girls, star-studded events. Me and my girls, cruising on the ship. Call me when you're ready, don't be scared, gonna book your trip.
Yeah, king face and up. You don't want no, but you really don't want no bot, huh? Okay. Let me see if I got this in change. Let me see if I got it in bot. Let me see if I got it in bot. I wanted to get a coffee before I started the show. But let's see. 10. Okay, so this is the 10. 10 dot. 10, 20. I'm not giving y'all a class. I got to get back to the room. 30, 40, 50. Okay. Let's try this again. So we're coming in with the button. We're going to hit the English. We're coming in for coffee. I think I said caramel latte. We're getting the blend. 55. Pay now. No extra toppings. I think I have a credit, but we're going to go with the cash. Let's get it. Yeah, guys, so I can't hear the show. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Let me check. Yeah, my volume's all the way up. Am I connected to a speaker? No, I have no Bluetooth interference. So we're going to have a countdown here. Just going to play around with the options. Stuff. Connection. See what happens when I put that. Okay, so we got 104 seconds, a little bit over a minute on the clock, and then we'll head back upstairs. See the show. I can't hear nothing. I almost dropped my phone. Let me put these headphones in and see if that works. This is a must, there is no debate. Go and get your ticket, go and get your ticket. You don't wanna miss it, you don't wanna miss it. We going in the Cancun for a quick visit. We're going in Jamaica, that's sunshine. Don't you need a little bit of sunshine? I need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? Yeah, I need a little bit of me time. Online, girl, let's go. Book your trip now. Hey, shout out to the DJ. Tell him So I've never been a viewer or I've never upgraded to the cockpit experience on my own show. So I tried to do that today, right now, and I don't know. Let me open up my phone. Maybe that'll work.
You know we need a little sunshine. Don't you know you need a little sunshine? We all need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, fun time, time to recline. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? We all need a little bit of me time online. Girl, let's go. Book your trip now. So what's your definition of a vacation? 7 days, 6 nights from your occupation. We came here to have fun. Notation. We catch your flights, not still as high vibration. And if the homies on the road, tell them, bro, let's go. We the dreams saying we should keep on low. Destination trouble like you never seen before. You know you need a little sunshine. Yeah. So come and get a little sunshine. Yeah. You know you need a little beach time. Yeah. So come and get a little me time. Yeah. Let's go, let's go. This man's recently been released from prison on drug charges, and although he's been cooperating with immigration, apologize for what? Booking the flight. Last time I checked, I was living my life. I understand things might not be done, but they can stay undone while I'm under the sun. But the service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my lungs. Indonesia, internship, how nice. Fam trip in France, home and airport inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list. Bad behavior, and I savor every moment I can feel. And out the weight of the world behind me, chasing horizons that make your soul speak. So you can imagine the depths of the mental maybe all the flight is what you see, but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them calling, boarding, calling gate. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me. But baby, I might have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation's what I call work. So your baby, you wouldn't understand. But I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I land.
All right. Welcome in, welcome in. It looks like I'm the one that's late because the show has been going, but if you missed it, don't know what happened or caught the catastrophe that did happen while it was happening. So what had happened was I had the countdown clock on so I could come up and talk to y'all, check the cockpit experience and see if I had anybody that upgraded to the cockpit. Nobody upgraded. Okay, cool. Then I checked the comment section to see if I had any comments. Nobody has commented, said, hey, nothing. Okay, cool. That wasn't the issue. The issue was I wanted to connect to the show using my mobile device as if I was a viewer that wanted to upgrade to the cockpit experience. So when I went downstairs to get my coffee, I connected to the show from my mobile phone, so I could go through that experience and see what it was like. And as soon as I got in the elevator, the internet cut off. That's standard. Number one. Number two. Then when I got downstairs, my Thai friend called my name out. Now, that was like surprising because nobody calls me like my full American name. And so yeah, we got to talking, and he's gonna connect me with some things. I'm really excited about that. But I went to go get my coffee, and I couldn't hear the show. I could see myself, but I couldn't hear the show. I also left a comment, but I don't see my comment up here. So I don't know what kind of issues I was having. But the purpose of the show and this part right now is to come and present myself perfectly undone. And I'm doing this now in this season on both my business page and my personal page. So if you know me personally for the last 10 months that I've been in Thailand, you've watched my journey unfold coming to Thailand, but then you also watch me hang on to and build into my business and perfecting and even practicing for this show, y'all. The stats on this show shows that I came up here 92 times. 92 times I've come on live practicing, trying to get it right, trying to learn the apps, the different capabilities, trying to get traction, trying to get support, trying to get oversight, trying to get my whole what is this going to be like, all of that kind of stuff 92 times. And I think I've had like 5 visitors and 10 comments. It's some pathetic stats that will really make a person want to quit. But I'm not in this for the now. I'm in this for the vision. I built it for the vision. So I know I have to build it for people to come. I know that takes time and all of that. But it's not even a thing of trying to get people to come, because over the last 10 years with Girl Let's Go, I've had people who have come to Girl Let's Go, and it didn't have the things that it has now waiting for them. It didn't have a swim up bar. It didn't have a community area where they got a chance to get to know each other, to connect, to have followers, to share topics, to have secret areas, spaces, pre-departure type stuff. It didn't have that. We didn't have a team of destination darlings who are booking trips for our clients. We didn't have so much that we have now, or that is in the vision to be unveiled, and all of that. Where's my little sound bar? I'm over here talking like this. Y'all probably can't even hear me. So we didn't have all of those things. And so part of this is me coming around to awaken those who have traveled with me before, or one of my darlings have traveled with them, have thought about traveling and say, hey, do you know we got this? And it's really nice to see the past travelers, especially connecting with each other, following each other, catching up with each other. And who would think like a group of travelers would want to come back and meet each other again and see like where are they now? But yeah, we've literally been traveling with each other throughout the years that much, seeing different people on different trips, missing different people on others. And so I'm really excited for what's getting ready to come and what already is, excuse me, and what I've built and prepared this to be. So it is my morning. It is 11 o'clock in the morning here in Thailand. And so if you don't know, this show, again, Perfectly Undone, but right now it's showing on both it should be on my business pages and my personal pages. And the reason for that now, after the 10 months of practicing exclusively on my personal page, is not that it's perfect, because trust me, it is not perfect. It's more so that there comes a time where even when it's not done, it just has to go. Otherwise, it'll continue to be a things to do list. And I don't know about y'all, but my things to do list, they grow. I mean, exponentially. It'd be so much stuff on here. So in the growth process, I want to show that growth. I don't want it to be a surprise anymore, especially like with Girl Let's Go. A lot of things with Girl Let's Go on the Girl Let's Go side, it's a surprise because I keep so much hidden from the professional business side of what I'm doing. And that's just the way it is. I talked yesterday about being told to keep your business and your personal separate. And so that has been something that I've really tried to do over the years, but I've done it, I think, to a fault. or at least to a point where I realize that in a lot of ways, me and my business are one and the same in the sense that there is a part of me personally that wants to speak to people and talk to people without the business jargon, just have authentic conversation or experiences and things outside of what you're supposed to meet and supposed to do in terms of business. And that's the good part. So before I get to rumbling on too much, I'm gonna go ahead and put a countdown clock back up just to see if I can catch anyone. I don't particularly like doing monologues, but I will sit here and talk and ramble on and go through my notes and my thoughts and all that kind of stuff by myself. I've been doing it for 10 months. Again, I think this is my 93rd live on this platform. That's not the lives that I've done, like, or stuff that I've done, like, that's just on this platform, but no support, no traction, no anything. But I'm not here for the now and the now results. I'm not even mad at it. It's just to say that I do share that because there's somebody out there that's about ready to give up. And trust me, I wake up so many days like that, ready to give up. I feel like a failure. I feel like I haven't done enough. What am I supposed to do? What should I create now? What should I say? What should I email? What should I do? But it's just like it just so I don't really try to look at the now, especially if I'm going to allow the now to change how I feel, my motivation, what I'm getting ready to do, what I think I can do, what I believe I can do. Like, I don't let the now and what's happening in the now distract me. So I hope somebody needed to hear that today. I know I talked to a friend one day. She has a business, a ministry, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, hey, how's that going? And this particular time I talked to her and she's like, that's the second or third time you reached out to me. I was getting ready to give this up. She said, girl, I went on to, I don't know if it was Facebook or YouTube or wherever she went, but she was like, I went on to wherever, girl, and I seen that my watch time on my videos, I've been posting for years and years, but my average watch time was like 13 seconds. And it made me just want to give up. And when I tell y'all, I get that. I get that something fierce. Why is my phone doing that? Hey, babe, I'm on the live. What's up? Okay, love you too. Good night. Um, so yeah, I really, I get that, but to her and to the people that feel that way, who experience that, who come across those stats, I'm here to tell you, just keep going. Just keep going. I can't tell you why, but I promise you, if you follow me, you're gonna watch and see. You're gonna watch and see. So anyway, let me go ahead and put that countdown clock up. I don't want a monologue, so I'm gonna give myself a break. I am gonna be working behind the scenes, so this is gonna be a long flight. I took it on the fly, unprepared, and pressed go. When I do these on the flies and these shows right now, I want to be clear. My particular interest is knowing that I'm likely not going to catch anyone that's going to join the show at the moment. I accept that. I'm fine with that. But if you do catch this on your replay, I would love for you to either leave a comment. You can skip ahead. I don't expect you to watch, all of what's there, but skip ahead, find a place or two, comment, that sort of thing. That lets me know that you at least saw it on your feed. You can hit the share button if you like. Again, this isn't a polished show. I do have some smaller, shorter segments and some other people that will be coming on through Window Seat, presenting their own shows, having their own joke hours, packing lists, specials, just deep dives, conversations, all of that kind of stuff. That stuff is coming in the future. But I'm kind of like the pilot series. I'm kind of like sticking myself out there and saying, hey, this is me. This is me, y'all. I woke up like this. We ain't did no edges. I ain't did no eyebrows. I ain't did no nothing. I don't know if the computer got a filter, but there's nothing here but me and my cup of coffee. And I think it's important for y'all to realize that behind the made up person and behind the polished flyers and videos and website or whatever you experience is an actual regular human being. And I like to show that off. I love to show myself off nowadays. It's not about the physical, it's more about showing off the confidence when I do have it, showing off the flaws. I'm riddled with flaws, and showing off what it takes. And I don't really know what that means anymore because shit, what does it take? And when is I'm gonna get to the take part? Because I'm ready for the million. I've been wearing my first generation millionaire T-shirt for years now. I've been doing what it takes. So when is it coming? But in any case, to each his own with that story and how long it takes, but I'm here for it. So if you are booked on the trip, again, and you see this, you have a question, or if you're looking at a trip, you want to know something about Girl Let's Go, you want to talk about travel, you want to give a tip, tell a story, or whatever, I'm here for it. The countdown clock is going up on the screen, so I'll be checking back in about 15 minutes to see if I have anybody upgraded to that cockpit experience. That way you can um, be live and personal with me. And then also my tunes, y'all. So I have an album. You'll find it on the homepage of my website at Girl Let's Go. But I wrote a couple songs and they've been playing in the background. If you can't leave a comment on anything else, definitely if you hear one of the songs, let me know if you like it, how you feel about it. I don't know where we left off, but let's come in with a little stick to the plan. How about that? Oh, y'all can't even hear. All right, 15 minutes on the countdown. Boarding call at gate G. So we tell them where the girls at. Boarding call at gate G. We don't wait around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. The passport's ready, goes on steady. Turbulence passes like from folks from first time flyers to stamps collected, different stories, same direction, window seat. Boarding call at KG. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them, no more sitting on life's runway debating. The world is waiting. We're the girls that go. What if the freedom you've been chasing isn't something to earn, but something you could choose? With the cost of what I'd take for you to lose everything you thought you ever gained in life, deter you from the shot at a chance to stop chasing and start living. What if what you gave was the ticket to a peace you never knew before? If only you were afraid to unlock the possibilities behind that door. Welcome in, boarding call at gate G. Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry-on, I ain't packing small. See the heart race and watch the city fade. Every Dubai I ever needed finally got made. From Atlanta to the club, I feel it in the air. Bangkok to Barbados, hope is waiting there. Tokyo lights, Kingston nights, where you're calling me. Every mile reminds me who I'm meant to be. No map knows where my heart will
Just trust these open hands. Every runway leads to something. Every takeoff sets me free. And leaves me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere where tomorrow already knows my name. Where every sky don't look the same. Passport full bars of the bathroom. Every destination allows me to bloom. Paris whispers, girl, believe. Cape Town says don't ever leave your dreams. Every dream deserves some wings. Girl, let's go see everything. Who we are, so we tell them we're the girls that go. Steady turbulence as his life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collected, different stories, same direction. Window seats, boarding, call it gate G. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So we tell them. No more sitting on life's runway, waiting. The world is waiting. We're the girls that go. Nah, yeah. They say that time is of the essence. We live in our best life, no stressing. We live in a sweet life. It's a blessing. Put my toes in the sand is what I'm expecting. I got my way running, big stepping. I got my go girls with me. Go girls repping. Walk one in Jamaica. Everyone with me. I need a little bit of sunshine. Need a little bit of sunshine. Don't need a lot of sunshine. Time to recline. Hey, shout out to the DJ. Tell him put that sunshine on replay. Tell him this is your song, your baby. Lit up. Cause do living. Cause we live in the moment. The free. So tell him the occupation. We can't like you never seen before. Butler service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my lungs, girl. Twice business tripping at the can't imagine the depths of the mental. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that it's a hell.
Welcome in, welcome.
Where we go? People for the girls that go boarding cars that get G. Sit around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. Passports ready, goals on steady. Turbulence as his life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collect.
All right, 4 minutes on that countdown. Make sure you stop by and let me know you saw this on.
The street didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a
Gate G.
isn't something to earn, it's something. You gave was the life with you never knew before. inside, being strong was a matter of whether or not the lights was gonna stay on. I've had it all and lived the life I yes, it don't matter no more. You are capable of deciding the rest if you're willing. Bet on yourself. Who we are, so tell them we're the girls that go. Welcome in. Boarding call at Gate G. My name is Nisha. The countdown clock has made it down to zero, so I'm here to check the cockpit and see if anyone chose to join me or upgrade to cockpit experience. And I checked to the left or the right, and they didn't. So my right, your left. Yeah, nobody joined me. So that's okay. Nobody asked me, but I decided that I would share some stuff with y'all about a common question that keeps presenting itself. So this segment, I talked to y'all yesterday. I have these little cards. I can't find them, but I have these little cards that I keep with me that I got here in Thailand. Let me get that. And on those cards, it's some things that so the deck of cards is called Nobody Asked Me But. So it's a whole bunch of shit that nobody asked me, but in my head I feel like y'all need to know, or I need to just answer so that way I feel better about myself for answering the unasked questions. Okay, so here they are. And so in my questions was questions about the solo rate. Do or why do solo travelers pay more? And y'all, I wish I could have threw up a screen so that y'all could have dropped some comments, even if you couldn't make it to the cockpit experience and join me on the live for this conversation. But the way my chat GPT is set up, for some reason that thing told me I needed to pay $699 a month this morning. And no, we ain't doing that. And what I wasn't going to do was I wasn't going to let that stop me from having the show. So we're getting ready to get into that now. I'll go ahead and pull up something on the screen. This is something that actually I had created. My executive assistant years ago. I want to say probably about 2-3 years ago. And it does exist on our website at Girl Let's Go. But one of the things I do find is people don't find it. Number one, when they find it, they don't watch it. Number two, and then when they find it, they don't read or they don't understand it or whatever it is that they don't. We're going to talk about it today so y'all get it. Before I get into a long explanation on this, though, this is what I want you to know. Because we do have a section of our website at Girl Let's Go is all traveler education. Yeah, it's traveler education. Y'all don't even know. Um, during I think it was during COVID, I even have a traveler's introduction to Spanish course. Yeah, we have that on the website. It was created exclusively for Girl Let's Go, so it's not like your Duolingo or anything like that. But I partner with a native. We put together the course for vacation purposes and that sort of thing. So anyway, within Girl Let's Go University, there's a whole traveler's education section. It's not like a boring thing, I don't think. But, if you want it, it's there.
apparently nobody wanted, and they got a lot of questions. So let's talk about this. Let me see if I can put the Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm gonna put. Did I do a sound check and make sure y'all can hear me? I'm gonna put this on the agenda so that way you can tap in if you do catch this across your feed now or later. So just 1 second, y'all. I can create a new one. Yeah, so let's do that now. Let's create a new one. Let's do why do yeah, let's do all this. I would like to have an admin or a director for my show where somebody does stuff like this. They type the little stuff in and hit the button to make it do what it's about to do now. Bam. It's a very easy job. It's a very easy job. But I ain't got nobody but me right now, so hold on. Let me make sure the other one goes down. Welcome to Windows. See, we're gonna hide that. And then we want to show this one. Edit. I want the website on there. Y'all hold on. So why do solo travelers pay more? Okay, so like I said, this show is called On the Fly. This segment, it means that I'm not ready, but I did press go. So y'all get a chance to be here with me as I work through the getting ready part. So why you ain't why you ain't doing that? Click the button. Update. Da da. Show. Bam. Okay, so the question is on the screen now. Why do solo travelers pay more? Leave your comment below or join the live by upgrading to the cockpit experience. Now, I don't show that anybody is upgraded, and I'm gonna look online. I don't think anybody is hanging with me. So now that I got my creepy crawler up and I have this old school. Okay, Maisha, y'all, I can't wait to show you. Where is it? My girl Maisha and her journey. She is your Let's Go past guest traveler, but she's out there doing big things just like my girl Nelly. With Nelly Gang, she's lost over 200 and some odd pounds. She's a baddie out there doing amazing. But when we talk, can y'all see? Can we talk about body yaddy? I wish y'all could really see that picture right there because my girl Maisha, who's my birthday twin, she body yaddy, yaddy yaddy yaddy. Okay, and she's coming through. And two, girl, let's go to share with y'all some of her workout habits, tricks, and experiences, and also if you want to help y'all get right before your trips come up and all that. But that's not even what I was getting ready to talk about. Did it? Did I lose it? Okay, no, we still live. Let me do a sound check. And now that I have that crawler up, like I said, oh yeah, okay, great, it looks good. Let me hear it. Turn it up. To help y'all get right before your okay. Here. Oh, did I have a comment? Hold up, y'all. I might have me one comment. That's my motherfucking comment. Y'all suck. Okay. So, yeah, since there's nobody joining the live show and we're pretty much replay based at the moment, I'm gonna go ahead and get some work done. I am going to put up another countdown clock. Hopefully, I can find some people that want to join this conversation. And what I'm going to do on the screen, let me try pointing like I know what I'm doing. Camera's here, point there. Okay, whatever. So, right over here on the screen, in a minute, I'm going to go into how solo traveling is billed, not by your travel agent, but by the travel industry. Once you understand that, hopefully, it'll help you to prepare for your solo expeditions, whether you plan to ever travel solo or not, because you might find yourself in a situation where um, my double occupancy guests kind of find themselves in a situation quite a bit where they think they're going with somebody and then somebody cancels or something happens at the last minute, and the person left in the cabin or in the room, they're stuck with the total cost of the bill or replacing someone. So if you go into it and you know what the stake is before, then you can prepare your mind and possibly even make better choices. Not necessarily in who you pick, because none of us can really predict the future, but make better choices where you know what the penalties, the fees, and the expectation of you are in the event that things don't go the way you plan. So that's what we'll do. I'm gonna go ahead and put my countdown clock up and give myself some time to get work done behind the scenes. My name is Misha with Girl Let's Go. Get used to window seat. It is live, baby. It is live. And in the coming weeks, days, months, whatever, you'll be getting and hearing more from other people, not just myself. But again, I'm the flagship show. I'm the person that's first up to say, okay, I'll do it. I've come on here 92, 93 times already, trying to get this baby going, get some traction. And I'm just a believer that it's happening. So let me put this countdown clock up before I get into talking some more. 15 minutes on the clock. If you catch this on your news feed, y'all make sure that you stop by round back. And so it is what it is right now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put you up here. But we got a show. We got some stuff. Listen, if there's one thing I have lots of created content. I have lots of stuff over the years. Again, this was created years ago, and it's hosted through our Girl Let's Go University, is where our travelers find it. But I'm sharing it with y'all on Windows seat. So check back with me in a few minutes. Leave a comment below if you can't meet the show, but you want to have your comment read or whatever. All right, I'm out. Let's go. Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry on. I ain't packing small. Window seat, heart racing. Watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever need to find, it got made. From Atlanta to a prayer, I can feel it in the air. Bangkok to Barbados, hoping it's waiting there. Tokyo lights, Kingston nights, Rio commute. Every mile reminds me to be no man knows where my heart will land. I just trust these open hands. Every runway leads to something. Every takeoff sets me free and lands me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere else where tomorrow already knows my name. Somewhere else where every sky don't look the same. Airport full, but my soul still got room. Every destination allows me to bloom. Paris whispers, girl, believe. Cape Town says, don't ever leave your dreams. Every dream deserves someone. Girl, let's go see everything. Welcome in. Boarding call at Gate G. Girl, let's go. Oh, you ain't know.
Yeah, it's got status on the track. Yeah, yeah. I need a little bit of sunshine. Don't you need a little bit of sunshine? We all need a little bit of sunshine. Sit down, sometimes on the recline. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? We all need a little bit of me time online. So let's go. Take a trip now. They say the time is of the essence. We living our best life, no stress. We living the sweet life, it's a blessing. So my toes in the sand is what I'm expecting. I got my swimwear on and I'm big stepping. I got my go girls with me, go girls repping. And the world is wasting, happiness is a must, there is no debating. So go and get your ticket, go and get your ticket. You don't wanna miss it, you don't wanna miss it. We going into Cancun for a quick visit. We're going to Jamaica, that's a mind today. I need a little bit of sunshine. Don't you need a little bit of sunshine? I need a little bit of sunshine. Zip line, sunshine. I know you climb. I need a little bit of beach time. Don't you need a little bit of me time? Yeah, I need a little bit of me time. Online, girl, let's go. Book your trip now. Hey, shout out to the DJs. Tell them put that sunshine on. Replay, tell them that this is your song. Your weekday, living the moment, the freeway. So to the box in the same one, we celebrate life. It's a girl, let's go. Book your trip now. So what's your definition of a vacation? 7 days, 6 nights from the occupation. We came here to have fun. No patient. We can get a little sunshine. Yeah, you know you need a little beach time. Yeah, so come and get a little meat.
Laugh, share a story, ask a question. Let's get it.
Apologize for what things might not be done. They can stay undone while I'm under the sun. Butler service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my Indonesia, internship, how nice. Fan trip in France, home and airport inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list. Bad behavior, and I savor every moment I can feel as it make your soul speak. So you can imagine the depths of the mental Maybe light is what you see, but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them calling, boy, them calling gauging. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me, but baby, I'ma have a check when I get back, imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation's what I call work. So your baby, you wouldn't understand. But I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I so we tell. No more sitting on life's runway debating. The world is waiting. We're the girls that go. Welcome in, welcome in. 4 minute countdown. Let's get this conversation. Could you, at the cost of what I'd take for you to lose everything you thought you ever gained in life, deter you from the shot at a chance to stop chasing, start living. What you to what you did before, if only you weren't afraid to unlock the possibilities behind that door. Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry-on. I ain't packing small. Window seat, heart racing, watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever needed finally got made. From Atlanta to the cry, I can feel it in the air. Bangkok to Barbados, hope it's in there. The video calling me. Every mile reminds me who I'm meant to be. No man knows where I trust the opens everywhere. Some take off, set me free, and lands me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere where tomorrow already knows my name. Where skies don't look the same. Sister got room. Every destination allows me to bloom. Paris whispers, girl, believe. Cape Town says don't ever leave your dream. They deserve so.
Check in the cockpit and see who we have in for conversation. Girl, let's go. Boarding college AG.
We so we tell them we're the girls that go boarding college. We don't wait around for Sunday. Passports ready, goes on steady. Turbulence as his life unfolds. From first time flyers, stamps collected. Different stories, same direct. Boarding college gate. Everywhere we go, people want to know who we are. Yeah, yeah. They say that time is of the essence. We living our best life. No stressing. We living a sweet life. It's a blessing. Put my toes in the sand. It's what I'm expecting. I got my swimwear on and I'm big stepping. I got my girls this way. Get your ticket. Go and get your ticket. You don't want to miss it. We're going in Cancun for a quick. I wanted to be me. DJ. Tell them put that sunshine on replay. Tell them that this is your song. Your cause living cause we live in the moment, the freeway. So tell the bartender stir one more round. We celebrate life, it's about to go down. Go girl, stop bringing back to get A-Town where that sunshine at. So what's your definition of a vacation? 7 days, 6 nights from the occupation. We came here to have fun, no rotation. We catching flights, not feeling high vibration. And if the homies wanna go, tell them bro, let's go.
All right, y'all. Okay, let me practice looking straight this way. Okay, so a minute ago or a couple minutes ago, I put up on the screen, do solo travelers pay more? And I want to break into this topic. Um, Turns out, as I was typing up this question, I was able to find a little video or whatever that we prepared for our travelers. We keep this in the travelers education section of Girl Let's Go. It's material that's specific to our travelers. One, either about their trip, or two, just about traveling that we thought was useful. And this is a question that comes up. And if it doesn't come up as a question, it comes up in the invoice when people are stuck with a balance that they can't afford because their travel companion dropped out for whatever reason, or they find themselves in a situation where they just were never able to get a roommate, and so they're in a cabin by themselves or room by themselves. So first and foremost, I didn't even preview this video before pulling it on the show. It's just that I had so many things going wrong trying to do the on the fly segment, and I did want to give y'all something of sustenance today, at least for myself. So this part of the show today is really more for me, how well I can shoot at the hip, um, and give you the information that you need to know. So as it relates to solo traveling and why in my line of work, in my experience, it's not that solo travelers pay more. And I think the minute that people get that out of their head, then they're able to understand exactly what's going on and go into things a little differently. So let me just say, let's just imagine that this is your cabin. I don't know what this video is going to show y'all, but let's say this is your cabin. Y'all need to understand that a cabin or a room is sold as a whole commodity, a whole entity. This is a cabin. Let's say the cost of this cabin is $1,000. I don't want to do this, but I think I'm gonna. No, it's not that serious. I don't need to write on the back of my thing. I need to use this for something else. So let's just say the cost of the cabin is $1,000. Y'all can do simple math. We're gonna keep it real simple. If the cost of the cabin is $1,000, if one person goes in that cabin, do you really think the cruise line or the resort wants to sell it to you for 500? They literally have an option or the ability to make $1,000 off of this cabin. People think that just because they choose or they prefer to be a solo traveler, that the cruise line or the resort should take a loss in business and loss in revenue because you decided that you want a whole room to yourself, but you think you should only pay half the price. I feel like this is a real good topic and a great way to break this down because I even watched a segment from another, well, it doesn't even matter, but the way she explained it, I and understand what goes on here and why people keep coming back crazily confused or whatever. So I did find me a paper. We're gonna draw on this paper today. I wonder if y'all gonna see it the right way. It don't matter. I don't know how to draw backwards. So again, for those who need the visual, this is a cabin. If the cost of the cabin is $1,000, oh yeah, this shit is hungry. Well, y'all can figure it out. But if the cost of the cabin is $1,000, when one person goes in that cabin, you are responsible for the cost of the cabin because the cost of the cabin is how much? 1,000. When you have a roommate, let's start over. I might be able to do this, y'all. Oh shit! I don't know how to draw it backwards. Okay, so whatever. If the cost of the cabin is $1,000, I can do a happy face. And you and your friend decide to go into that cabin, then y'all are dividing. Oh, look at me now with the whiteboard. Y'all are dividing the cost of the cabin, which is $1,000. So one person is paying 500 and the other person is paying 500. Y'all, this don't mean that it costs more to travel as a solo traveler because the cruise line or the resort is charging you more. No, they're charging you the cost of the room. Whether or not you have someone to split the cost of that room up with someone is that's your decision. And your decision does not constitute a loss on the resort side or the cruise side. Please understand this. If you understand this simple equation, then there's no need to get mad, no need to ruffle your feathers and furthermore, you can actually plan a little bit better to go on your trip because you haven't given yourself some false ideology that this trip is going to be half the price because whatever. Okay, let's break it down a little bit more. We're not going to go into third, fourth, and fifth guests in the cabin because that's a whole nother segment. I'm just going to keep it with the one and the two. Okay, so again, we know the cost of the cabin is $1,000. If one person goes into that cabin, the cost of the cabin is still $1,000. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all some discounts or some deductions that you can swear by almost. But we'll return to this section in a second. So we back on this part right here. All right. So this is the part where the cost of the cabin is $1,000 and you and your cabin mate decided that y'all gonna split the $1,000. So she's paying 500 and you're paying 500. Y'all with me? Okay. So if your cabin mate decides that they're not going on the trip, how much is the cost of the cabin? $1,000. So you need to find another person. I'm gonna make you a person now. Okay, so you need to find another person to go with you, or you need to come up with this $1,000. I hope you understand. I've seen it ain't even it doesn't even cap off at the roommates. I have group leads that do dirty too, but we're not gonna get into that. We just gonna keep it with the roommates. So this is number one. Let's get into some deductions. I like this paper thing. Kind of lowered my anxiety a little bit. So okay, so let's get into some deductions and let's see how this orange paper works. So now let's say that you are a single traveler, solo traveler. Okay, I'm gonna do this later on. I'm gonna do it shorter. But okay, so now you're that solo traveler. I told you that there are some deductions that you can look forward to. And for right now, I'm only gonna talk about cruises. Okay. So if you're on a cruise, I told you the cost of the cabin is $1,000. Okay. The cost of the cabin is 1,000. Let me go ahead and put this down just in case I got somebody watching me. Okay, so the cost of the cabin is $1,000. You're the only person in that cabin. Usually, whenever you go on a cruise, there's going to be taxes and port fees. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Let's talk about the fees. I'm still gonna keep it simple, so we're just gonna keep our top number. The cost of the cabin is at. Can I draw this backwards? I think I did it that time. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. So we're gonna start with two people in the cabin. Okay. Let me put cabin. No, I don't know how to write backwards. Okay. So bam. So that's it. Two people in the cabin. Within this $1,000 that you're paying, there are taxes and port fees. Okay. Whatever. Y'all. Taxes, port fees. This person has taxes and port fees. This person has taxes and port fees. Y'all with me? Okay. So if again, if there's if the cost of the cabin is $1,000 and that includes both people's cabin rate, so your cabin rate is going to include the cost of the cruise line to house you. That includes the person that is making sure that your room is clean, the person that is coming to your beck and call, the person is doing all of that, plus all of the free stuff on the cruise. So this cabin fare includes just your tax, the food, the drinks, the anything that is given to you at no cost. It's what's included in your cabin fare. So you have your cabin fare, your taxes, and your port fees. Okay, also known as sometimes it's listed as non-commissionable fees, but that's terminology you don't need to worry about. So if this $1,000 represents the taxes and the port fees, and one person is in that room or one person cancels, this is what that looks like for the solo traveler. Remember, I told you the solo traveler, the cost of the cabin we said was 1,000 for everybody, but there are some discounts for the solo traveler. So here you are, you're the solo traveler. You are going to have taxes, and port fees. Your deductions come in from what would have been the second person in the cabin. Okay, because this price right here, it includes this person's taxes and port fees. I hope I'm not confusing you. Okay, so if the taxes are $100 and the port fees are $100, then for the solo traveler, they're going to get a deduction of $200. Okay, oh, this is looking real bad. Let me just give y'all the recap. I'm drawing this backwards again. Okay. Oh, I did it. Okay, so you got your $1,000 minus. I can't do the backwards thing. This looks so bad. That's a two backwards, but it looked like a six now. Okay, I'm gonna need another paper. Good thing I didn't write on the back. But y'all get what I'm saying? So basically, there are two people. This was a solo cabin. Oh, this is so bad. So this was a solo cabin at $1,000. Okay. You don't have a second person in here. So now you don't have to pay their taxes and you don't have to pay their port fees. Okay. So that'll be deducted. So instead of you paying $1,000 for your cabin, the deduction that you get is $200. I don't want y'all to get confused. Like I don't want you to get confused that deduction with, oh, it's a discount. It's not a discount. It's just taking. There's no need for you to pay taxes and port fees for a person that's not there. So when you're looking for the cost of a cabin, let's just say, even before you reach out to me or you see a price listed for double occupancy when it comes to a cruise, one thing that you can say to yourself is if the cost of the cabin is, like I said, $1,000. I didn't got sidetracked, y'all. But if the cost of the cabin is $1,000, you are responsible for the cost of the cabin, your taxes and port fees. Any deductions to the cost of the cabin will be because the taxes and the port fees of another guest have been deducted from that price because you don't need to pay them. It's not it's not some like free thing that the cruise line gave you. They gave you a special discount. No, the cruise lines don't. I don't know. They don't give discounts. They don't even use the word discount. To be honest with you, everything is called a promotion code or a rate code. On the professional side of things, when y'all hear stuff on the radio, yeah, it says stuff like, oh, promotion and discount and all that. But when you work for Carnival, say, or go see, I mean, or Royal Caribbean, the cruise lines, or you're an agent who has the capacity to tap into their systems and work off of their systems, nowhere will you find that, yeah, this is the discount. Yeah, it's a rate code. It's either one or the other. So I hope that I made that not so confusing. If anything, because I did a little drawing with y'all, and I think I might do that from time to time, or at least have my stuff handy dandy. But I took that one by the hip, so nobody asked me, but it is a question or a thing, a circumstance that I come across quite a bit when it comes to billing and invoicing our clients, with them understanding how that whole scenario works. So again, just to recap, y'all, you don't get charged extra because you're a solo traveler. That's actually a form of discrimination. If a cruise line or a resort has a room sold at a certain price, and that's the price that they want to sell their room. They don't give two damns if you got somebody that wants to come with you or not. They still want the cost of their room. And actually, for them to operate at full capacity, which they have to be prepared to do at all times, for them to operate at full capacity, they have to make sure that they're covering that. Like it just, I don't want to get into advocating for the resorts and the cruise lines. That's not what I'm here to do. But as you're liaison, as the person that when you book with Girl Let's Go, either myself or my darlings are working your booking. We're handling things behind the scenes. We're interpreting things that most of our clients have no clue about. We are digesting a different language. There's a totally different language that goes into booking trips and stuff. Sometimes in pursuit of the lowest price, our travelers or people, I found it cheaper somewhere else. They go and book it and come to find out they got an obstructed view, or they're in the bottom of the bottom, the worst of the worst, or they had a preference of where they wanted to be but didn't realize that promotion meant that, oh, we're going to assign your cabin when you get on the ship, like after everybody has been given the preferential cabins and stuff like that. So it's a lot that goes in behind the scenes. And as the intermediary person, a lot of times we don't get a chance to share that with our clients. They don't want to sit down and listen to a class. They don't really want to be educated in that way or fashion, or they prefer the fuck around and find out method, where eventually they fuck around and find out that fees and penalties and all that kind of stuff, those things get implemented because you don't read the fine print, or because you don't know the language, or you haven't had it broken down to you. So I hope I broke it down to you, but I do know, and I found while I was trying to find some stuff to talk about, nobody asked me or really want to hear. I did find the video that is inside our travelers education. So I didn't get a chance to preview it, but if you missed my long drawn out explanation of backwards numbers, letters, and things written all over the place, you can watch or read or listen to this. I don't want to get myself out and show you this little clip. I'll put the countdown up. I'm gonna go back to work. The next countdown is gonna be for 30 minutes. That way I can get some good work in. It's midnight here. That means it's 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If I do catch anyone, that's probably because y'all are just up late, which is fine. Or you're on the West Coast, and that's fine too. Hello, y'all. I love you. I miss you. But let's go ahead and get into the let's see.
From the Girl Let's Go family. We are so excited to welcome you in destination, but until you get there, we know that you're booked on the trip and you may need to make some changes and adjustments on your end. By completing this course, you'll learn how to log into your account and get an overview of what's in your dashboard. We'll also teach you how to make package adjustments, purchase trip add-ons, edit your personal information, add travelers to your room, make a payment, as
moving. Like I said, behind the scenes, I got a lot to do, and I have 1 hour before my Thai language visa class. So y'all, I ain't got time to mess around. Let's see. 30 minutes, please. Come back. Customs officers have begun a with no music playing in the background type shit. But okay, I got it now. To buffer, get y'all some music going. Let's get it.
date. We'll also show you how to cancel and what to do if you need to file an insurance claim.
The first is to go to wetravel.com and sign in. Once you do this, click on My Trips and select Trips I Joined. Clicking on the green Manage Booking button associated with any trip will take you to the booking dashboard for that trip. The second option is to go through your email. Once you book a trip, you should get an email that looks something like this. If you'd like to manage your booking, click on the Manage Your Booking button here. Once you sign in, you should be directly connected to the booking dashboard for that trip. Now, let's take a look at the booking dashboard itself. Here, you can see multiple features, such as your booking summary, your activity log, and your participant information. On the right-hand side, you'll see your payment information, your contribution page if enabled, message and trip info, any cancellation and refund information, any e-signature documents you have, and any potential travel insurance link. Click on the Add More Options to Booking button here. When you do, you will see a pop-up with all the extra options available to you. Just select which options you want to add and proceed with the payment. Next, let's say you want to edit your participant information. Just click on the Update Information button here. When you do, you will see a pop-up with all of your participant information. Just edit what you like and hit the green Update button.
Feel free to return to any segment of this course if you need to go over it again, or reach out to your dedicated travel professional if you need personal assistance.
Next, let's say you want to edit your participant information. Just click on the Update Information button here. When you do, you will see a pop-up with all of your participant information. Just edit what you like and hit the green Update button.
Feel free to return to any segment of this course if you need to go over it again, or reach out to your dedicated travel professional if you need personal assistance.
Let's go. Got my bosses with me, and it's time to ride. I got my ticket, baby. It's time to fly. If you've been working real hard, here's a hand clap. Bartender, send another. feeling lovely. All aboard, here we come, Cancun, honey. We're sipping lemonade. We got our stunner shades. And you can't tell us nothing cause we live in lavish space. Taking foreign trips. Me and my girls, star-studded events.
Both of these
Me
options
and
will
my
eventually
girls
take you to trip.
cruising
This
on
is
the
super easy. At all
ship.
times, you have the
Call me
opportunity to
when
pay
you're
your trip
ready,
off in
don't be
full,
scared,
keeping
come
in
and
mind
book
that we
your
do
trip.
have 2 available discounts
Boarding
when
call
you
at
do
Gate
so.
G. This is
If
Nisha.
you pay your balance in full at the time that you register, you are able to save 10% off of your trip. You also have an opportunity to save 5% off of your trip whenever you pay your balance off in days of your trip registration. Click on the pay installments. This is super easy. At all times, you have the opportunity to pay your trip off in full, keeping in mind that we do have 2 available discounts when you do so. If you pay your balance in full at the time that you register, you are able to save 10% off of your trip. You also have an opportunity to save 5% off of your trip whenever you pay your balance off in full within 30 days of your trip registration. Go ahead and click on the pay installments and or view payment plan button located on the right hand side of the screen. Both of these options will eventually take you to the opportunity to make payments on your trip. At this point, you are able to pay by using your checking account with your routing number and account number and or using a debit card for a small fee. It is important that all travelers make at least 1 payment each calendar month for the minimum amount due on their trip. If something goes awry and you need to make a lower payment or you prefer to chip away at your monthly payment, that is totally fine. At any time, you can return to this payment screen and make smaller payments to amount to the total amount that's due each month for your trip. You are also welcome to pay over the monthly amount. You can even make lump sum payments on your account, which in turn will reduce the amount of the future minimum monthly payments that are expected on your account. We want to make sure that our travelers have every advantage necessary to be able to pay their balance off in full and attend the trip. But we do understand that things happen. If ever you need to speak with someone in regards to your trip and work out a payment arrangement that is tailored to your specific needs, do not hesitate to reach out to my invoice at girlletsgo.com. And lastly, if there's anybody that knows that things happen, it is us. And in the unlikely event that you need to cancel your trip, we totally understand. This process is quick and easy. All you have to do is go to www.girlletsgo.com/cancel my trip. We hope that you acquired a travel insurance policy because at that point, all you need to do is contact your insurance provider, let them know that you've canceled your trip, provide whatever necessary documents that they request of you, and voila, you're done. Please keep in mind that Girl Let's Go is not a travel insurance provider, nor do we have any type of bearings on the type of policy that you purchase or what benefits you may receive. This information, communication, and everything about your travel insurance compensation will be handled directly between yourself and your travel insurance provider. With that being said, my name is Tanisha Rogers, the CEO of Girl Let's Go Travel and Entertainment Company. We are excited to have you join us on the trip and we look forward to seeing you somewhere on the beaches of the world. Don't you need a little bit of me time? I need a little bit of me time. Online, girl, let's go. Book your trip now. Hey, shout out to the DJs. Tell them put that sunshine on. Replay, tell them that this is your song. Your beat, they live because we live in the moment. The freeway. So to the box, we can sing one more round. We celebrate life, it's about to go down. Go girl style, bring it back to the 8th time. Well, it's sunshine. You know,
vacation, sipping day six. With a drink saying we miss you, keep on up. And there's trouble like you never seen before. You know you need a little sunshine. Yeah. So come and get a little sunshine. Yeah. You know you need a little beach time. Yeah. So come and get a little me time. Yeah. Girl, let's go. Apologize for what? I'm booking the flight. Last time I checked, I was living my life. I understand things might not be done, but they can stay undone while I'm under the sun. But the service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my lungs. Indonesia, internship, how nice. Fam trip in France, home and airport inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list. Daddy behavior and I savor every moment I can see. And out the weight of the world behind me, chasing horizons and make your soul speak. So you can enter the depths of the mentally. But the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. Yeah, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as the hell of a perk. Your dream vacation's what I call work. So your baby, you wouldn't understand. But I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I people wanna know who we are. So we tell them where the girls that what they call it AG. We don't wait around for someday. stories. So we tell them, no more sitting on life's runway debating. The world is waiting. We're the girls that go. What if the freedom you've been chasing isn't something to earn? If only you weren't afraid to unlock the possibilities behind that door. Another sunrise, another boarding call. Dreams in my carry-on. I ain't packing small. Window seat, heart racing, watch the city fade. Every goodbye I ever needed finally got made. From Atlanta to Accra, I can feel it in the air. Bangkok to Barbados, hope is waiting there. Tokyo lights, Kingston lights, when you're calling me. Every mile reminds me who I'm meant to be. No map knows where my heart will land. I just trust these open hands. Every runway leads to something. Every takeoff sets me free and lands me exactly where I need to be. Take me somewhere else. Tomorrow already knows my name. Somewhere else, where every sky don't look the same. Passport full, but my sister got room. Every destination allows me to bloom. Paris whispers, girl, believe. Cape Town says don't ever leave your dreams. Every dream deserves some wings. Girl, let's go see everything. People wanna know who we are, so we tell them we're the girls that go. Boarding call at gate. We don't wait around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. Passports ready, goals on steady. Turbulence as his life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collected. Different stories, same direction. Window seats, boarding call at gate G. Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are, so we tell them. No more sitting on life's runway, waiting for worlds away. With the girls that They say that time is of the essence. We live in our best life, no stressing. We live in a sweet life. It's a blessing. Put my toes in the sand is what I'm expecting. I got my swimwear on and I'm big stepping. I got my go girls with me, go girls repping. And the world is waiting. Happiness is a must, there is no debating. So go and get your ticket. Go and get your ticket. You don't wanna miss it. You don't wanna miss it. We're going in Cancun for a week. Is it what? Time to recline. Shout out to the DJ. Tell him put that sunshine on replay. Tell him that this is your song. You'll be there. Because we live in the moment, the free reign. So tell the bartender sound around. We celebrate life. It's about to go down. Go girl, stop bringing back to get A-Town where that sunshine at. So what's your definition of a vacation? 7 days, 6 nights from the occupation. We came here to have fun, notation. We catching flights, not feelings, high vibration. And if the homies wanna go, tell them, bro, let's go. We a dream team, destination, travel like you never seen before. Remember, girl, let's go. Apologize for what? Booking the flight. Last time I checked out, I understand things might not be done, but they can stay undone while I'm under the sun. Butler service, my upgraded lifestyle has barely begun. Yelling hallelujah to the top of my lungs. Know you deserve it rolling in my head, praising God. I didn't let the turbulence derail me from the plan of the world. And I'm looking first about nice. Rise goes for the kids to the Bahamas side. Booking twice, business tripping in the Dominican Republic. Agents go to education zone on the beaches of the world. This is my first vacation in Jamaica. Import inspection in Malaysia. Catch you later, it's bucket list baddie behavior. And I savor every moment I can feel with the weight of the world behind me. Chasing horizons that makes your soul speak. So you can't imagine the depths of the mental release. The peace within me. As soon as I land, everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are, so we tell them. We're the girls that go boarding car at gate G. We don't wait around for someday. We don't leave our dreams on hold. Passports ready, goals on steady. Turbulence as life unfolds. From first time flyers to stamps collected. Different stories, same direction. Window seat, boarding car at gate G. Everywhere we go, people wanna know but the ticket holds the gateway to my peace. I think I heard them call him boy, they call that gate. It'd be different if the industry didn't pay me. But baby, I'ma have a check when I get back. Imagine that as a hell of a perk. Your dream vacation is what I call work. So no, you wouldn't understand, but I promise that I'll post pictures as soon as I land. What if the freedom you've been chasing isn't something to earn, but something you could choose? With the cost of what it takes for you to lose everything you thought you ever gained in life, deter you from the shot at a chance to stop chasing and start living. What if what you gave was the life with you never knew before? If only you weren't afraid to explore the possibilities that are at your feet. What if you set yourself free? I've had to live a little to learn how to let go. It ain't like I ain't ever done that before. I had to show up with grace and plaster a smile across my face when I was scared and I was dying inside. Being strong was a matter of whether or not the lights was gonna stay on. I've had it all. I lived a life I do twice and toast my glass to everything nice. But sweetie, we only got one life to live, so you better learn to live, love, and let go. Or you will never know. You'll never know. You could take the pencil and write the script. You're already equipped. You don't have to second guess. The answer should always be yes. No matter what you lose, be yes. Who you let go, be yes. You don't matter no more. You are capable of designing the rest if you're willing to bet on yourself. Welcome in, welcome in. This is boarding call at Gate G. All right, so let me show my face one more again before I cut out of here. Flight time on this show has approached 2 hours and 6 minutes. So it's been a long flight, but I've enjoyed this session with you all. Actually, there was nobody here but me. But if you catch the replay or any portion of the show, definitely tap in and let me know because I do record for the vision for the replay for what's going to happen, not what I'm expecting to happen in the moment. In any case, I'm proud of myself for a couple things today. Number one, I was dead dog tired. So for me to wake up and get this show going after going to bed so late or early, with depending on the perspective, that was badass. Also, I woke up and got out of the bed because one of my destination darlings has a group of travelers that's going to Bali next month, and she was doing a presentation, and I wanted to be up, I wanted to support, I wanted to see, I wanted to hear, I also wanted to be able to learn from her and her group, which I did. So from that point, I just was like, you know what, let me go ahead and do a little segment of window seat. It'll be on the fly, it's not prepared for, but for the sake of practicing and challenging myself, this time I challenged myself to use the mobile version because I really haven't had anybody to join me in the cockpit. I think this is my 93rd live. I think I did have one person join me last night. At the very end, as I was getting ready to log off, she came on. So I stayed a little bit to dazzle her.
But over this journey, I really haven't had any interaction, and because of that, there are certain things that I cannot test. I can't test and see what different experiences are or know what they are like. So one of the things that I do and don't want to do is I do want to get out into Thailand more. What I don't want to do is feel like I have to be at this computer in order to host a show. So it's important for me to learn how to bring myself in as a panelist, which I tried to do today, as I went out to get my coffee from downstairs, and that didn't work. So I learned that much. Secondly, I posted a comment up on the crawler on the screen for you guys, to weigh in on whether or not solo travelers cost more. If you're confused in that, hopefully, the explanation that I gave made it easier for you to digest what's going on there in your invoicing, the billing, the experience, the expectation of being a solo traveler. You are not penalized. You are not paying more. You just don't have anybody to split the cost with. That's it. And actually, that's not so much a bad thing. I think whatever the cost is that we pay to be a solo traveler, at times it far outweighs the benefit of not having another person there to influence or impede on your your destination experience, whatever that is for you. But to each his own in that. I've learned to appreciate being by myself. I don't need a companion to talk to me, give me their opinion, tell me what they want to do, or any of that kind of stuff. I do that stuff outside of the room, but when I come into my room, that's my sanctuary. And if I have to pay what feels like more in order to protect my peace and protect my planning, my experience from beginning to end, to not deal with the hassles, to me, whatever the cost is a small price to pay to be able to not have to do that. So I took the time to draw it out and explain that to y'all in this session, which was a first for me. I've never become that interactive in the show or in the segment before. So my stick drawings and my backwards numbers and everything did its thing. Then I had some trouble uploading some other stuff that I kind of wanted to go over or share with y'all in this seg, and I couldn't get none of that stuff to pull up. So what I was able to get pull up was some stuff that's been hidden in our Girl Let's Go University for a couple years now. The content that I showed today was mainly created for our travelers, so that when I created it was so that our travelers were getting more, like more understanding, more value, more support in the booking, because it's not so much that people can't book a trip by themselves, but in booking trips, from what I from what I've seen, y'all give a lot of money away in penalties, fees, misunderstandings, and just a lot of stuff. So to be kind of like the superwoman or superhero for my clients, I call myself, as I learn things on the travel agent side, I call myself building them in bite size, cute little pieces for my travelers to be able to, at their leisure, digest. Like, so imagine you're booked with me in a cruise or a trip, and a trip is a year away, and you've got a couple 2 to 5 minute videos that you can watch, throughout that time frame to enlighten you, to help keep down your fees and to help prepare you and that sort of thing. So Girl Let's Go University in part has its own section for our destination darlings, where they train, where they become, where they specialize, and where they connect. But then on the other side, there's a whole nother side of that training that is for the travelers, so that they are connected. Yeah. But anyway, so I dug in my files and I found a couple videos. I pulled up three of them. They're at least about 2 to 3 years old. Didn't get a chance to review them or anything. I figured the information has to be timeless, and for the most part, it was. I can see some things that I definitely want to update, but it is to say that to be able to dig in the files or dig in the crates, pull that stuff up, do an impromptu little drawing lesson with y'all in lieu of not having anyone, because this is a lot of times my segments become these huge monologues. I don't got nothing else to do. Ain't nobody on here talking to me, but I definitely want this show to happen, and I have to spearhead it, right? So I come on here and just trying to make it a fun little session, but also at times, like the countdown clock, the whole airport experience, departure lounge experience, everything about the experience with window seat is also to give you guys that traveling experience, number one. But number two, behind the scenes, I got work to do. I got things to do. So that countdown clock is super important to me, and it allows me to hang time and find different pockets and times where you all might be available. So I know for the most part, the East Coast is sleep, and so we've got the others, and we've actually been getting some worldwide traction. I was looking at some of our website stats and all that kind of stuff, and that's really nice to pick up some more international traffic. So guys, I am about 12 minutes out from my Thailand language course. So for the next 3 hours, your girl is going to be out. And after that, my brain is probably going to be tapped out and warped. The last time I took this class, which was 2 days ago, y'all, I laughed my ass, some puffy eyelids. Like, it was all puffy under here. I laughed, cried so hard. I never laughed so hard that I literally was crying. Nose is running and everything. I just, it's like the way I realized I'm going to fail this class, it was just extremely funny to me. It was the weirdest reaction. I didn't expect that, but I couldn't do nothing else but laugh because I'm having all these out of body experiences about how you about to turn the page, you about to introduce me to something else, and all of these sounds are whew, it's a lot. And yeah, so anyway, I got a couple minutes to prepare for that. So I definitely got to go. It's been nice. My name is Misha. If you've not met me before, I'm the visionary of Girl Let's Go. You can find Girl Let's Go, more about it, the page that has been built, the information that I've shared. All of that is available at girlletsgo.com. Definitely make it over there, but don't just get there and like log off. Make sure that you set up your account so that way you can have your bucket list baddie profile. You can upload your picture, personalize it, let us know how many times you traveled with us or none at all. That's totally fine. Give us some information about you so that when you're ready to go, either we, the Destination Darlings, and the team gets to know you, or the 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 travelers and the ladies that is, if you choose to connect with them, they can follow you, they can get to know you, they can whatever. And that picture actually allows you to get into certain areas of the website where those without a profile cannot. So that's all I'm gonna say for now. Again, it's been nice. I look forward to catching y'all again on another segment of Window Seat. And if it's not me, it's definitely going to be somebody that said, listen, I want to be a part of that. So if that's you, you got something, a ministry, a passion, a topic, a comment, a question, concern, or a desire to show up and share space with me, I would love to have you. But let me stop running my motor mouth and get up out of here. Peace. My name is Misha with Girl Let's Go, and I'm out. Have a blessed and wonderful day, you guys. Bye bye.